What's up guys, I'm Ben and this is Kame Trick. It's the channel that bridges the gap between sim drifting and real life drifting. Here, we do both. We also started doing Touge content, so check that out if you're down. Before we get into today's car review, I just want to say I checked my subscriber count this morning and I was shocked to see that it was
over 9,000! What, 9,000?
That's right, 9,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. You are what make the channel what it is. Thank you for your support. Today we're going to be driving the Death Wish Garage KA24DE. It makes about 180 wheel horsepower, which is not a lot. So we're going to get right into it. Listen to the sound of that KA. I am kind of glad that I didn't ever straight pipe mine, because it probably would have sounded about like this. And it's kind of rowdy, but it's not exactly music to the ears. Now the KA24DE is really near and dear to my heart, even though this is the least powerful car in their pack. And it may not be as exciting to some. However, for me, when I was learning to drift in my 240SX, the car that you guys see in the channel all the time, that was a KA car. Bone stock. It didn't even have what this car supposedly has. This one is supposed to have a short ram intake, headers, and a cam. Mine probably only made around 130, 140 wheel, probably 140. This one, making 180, is quite a bit nicer to drive. Honestly, a stock KA is so disappointing. I don't know too many people who are happy about them, although they are pretty fun. I'm using this car in its bone stock configuration, and the stock tires that this car is equipped with are called scabs. That is a, at least I think it says scabs. That might say used tires, I forget. Scabs is a drifter slang for basically pull-offs, used tires that are already very aged and worn, and that helps low-power cars like this get the momentum that they need to go sideways around the track. They're never all that fast. If you're trying to tandem with people, they're probably going to walk away from you. However, they are economical, period correct, because a lot of people running KA cars are not trying to use high traction tires. And so I appreciate the fact that they have that sort of a tire name. So far, the car is handling pretty well. As you would expect for a car on used low grip tires, it does float a little bit more in transition than I'm used to. Not a lot, it's really not bad. However, you can get into trouble if you do full on throttle transitions too much. Kinda like that. It just whips on around pretty quick if you stay on the throttle. So you'll see, if you watch my foot cam, but I do tend to breathe a little bit off the throttle in the middle or latter part of the transition to help stabilize the car, and then once it's done picking up angle, I will get back into it. Also, like a lot of KA cars, this car doesn't have a lot going for it in third gear. You'll notice I haven't been shifting up to third, and I've been all over the rev limiter in second. That's one of the unfortunate things about these kind of cars. You can see here, oh, I got into the grass a little bit. As I was saying, you'll see that if I try to go up to third gear, like right here, I'm all over the rev limiter up to third. Oh, it just has no guts whatsoever, and that is pretty realistic for the KA24. At least with stock gearing, it can be a difficult car to use anything other than second gear in. Which is going to keep this kind of a short and sweet review, because there's not a whole lot that this car can do. I just wanted to make sure that their slowest car in the pack felt right, because if it does, I feel like it's going to be promising for the more powerful cars, which we can look forward to seeing in future videos. Most of those cars have in the realm of 350 wheel horsepower, which is enough to pretty much do anything that you want if you're into grassroots stuff. As far as the model, it looks pretty slick. I like the wood grain Nardi steering wheel. I'm a little disappointed that there's not cracks on the dash, but at the same time it also makes me happy because I'd like to think a car like this still exists in the world, but I'm not sure if I'm ever going to have the opportunity to see it. And if such a car exists, I'll be a little surprised if it's drifting, but then again, you've got my car, which is full front interior, no cracks whatsoever, and I drift the heck out of it and have been for quite a while. So hopefully something like that is out there. As for this track, if you guys haven't seen it, it is called Rhythm and Flow, and it is a fun little track. As you can see, it's quite short. In most cars, you can use third gear. Coming up through here. Oh, come on, car. There's just not a whole lot for it, though. Let's try a 360. I probably can't do one. Oh, a little too much. Not bad. Something that I've been fooling around with a little bit. We did some on stream the other day. It was pretty fun. But Rhythm and Flow is a cool track. It's got some elevation changes. It's wide enough that you shouldn't have too much trouble with hitting things or clearing the track. You know, you should be able to keep it on the tarmac. But on the other hand, it's not so wide that you'll have a hard time predicting where the lead car is going and when the lead car is going to transition. I know personally one of the things that I struggle with on super wide, like parking lot tracks, is there are so many possible lines that the lead car could take, it can actually get to be a little bit difficult to predict what you want to do and when you want to transition. Let's try that 360 again. Woo, right into the wall. Alright, well I guess I still have some work to do before I can really clean up my 360s. And this isn't, of course, the easiest car to practice them in, which is why I'm practicing them in it. If I can learn to do them in a low power car, then doing them in big power cars where I can accelerate out from a standing burnout if I need to will be no problem. Man, the sound of that KA though. Such good times. So far I can say good things about this first car I'm reviewing in the Death Wish Garage pack. If the other cars are anything like this, I think that it's going to be a positive rating from me for Death Wish Garage. As always, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you want to see down in the comments next. Drop a like, hit subscribe if you're new here. Glad to have you. And last but not least, join our Discord. We shred every Friday night at 9 p.m. Central Time. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Peace.